moments later.
Back when we were still changing for the better, one thing was enough. For me it was enough to live for.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Before this video starting, I will introduce myself. My name is Widit Randri from management class of 24A with study number 24 41 11 50. In this video, I will explain about the economic trends sleeve material. Watch until the end. Enjoy watching. Principles of economics. Fundamental concept. Economic is the study of how people make choices in the face of scarcity. It is a vast and complex field, but its core principles are relatively simple and can be applied to a wide range of real-world situations. This presentation will explore some of the fundamental concepts of economics, including scarcity, threats of supply and demand, and market equilibrium. The concept of scarcity and threats of. Number 1. Scarcity. Scarcity refers to the fundamental economic problem that resources are limited, while when and needs are unlimited. This means that we cannot have everything we want, and we must make choice about how to allocate our limited resources. Number 2, a trade-off is the alternative that must be given up when making a choice. For example, if you choose to spend your money on new car, you may have to give up the opportunity to go on a vacation or buy a new computer. Number 3, opportunity cost. The opportunity cost of a goods is the value of the next best alternative that was foregone. For example, the opportunity cost of buying a new car is the value of the vacation or new computer that you could have purchased instead. Supply. The supply of a good or service is the amount that producers are willing and able to offer for sale at a given price. The law of supply states that as the price of a good or service increases, the quantity supplied will also increase. Next, demands. The demand for a good or service is the amount that consumers are willing and able to purchase at a given price. The law of demand states that as the price of a good or service increases, the quantity demanded will decrease. And equilibrium. Equilibrium is the point at which the quantity supplied equals the quantity demanded. At this point, the market price will be stable and there will be no shortage or surplus. Elasticity and its important. Number 1, price elasticity of demands. Price elasticity of demands measures how responsive the quantity demanded is to changes in price. If demands is elastic, small changes in price will lead to a large changes in quantity demanded. If demand is inelastic, a small changes in price will lead to a small changes in quantity demanded. Number 2, price elasticity of supply. Price elasticity of supply measures how responsive the quantity supplied is to changes in price. If supply is elastic, a small changes in price will lead to a large changes in quantity supplied. If supply is inelastic, a small changes in price will lead to a small changes in quantity supplied. Number 3, importance of elasticity. Elasticity is important for business because it helps them understand how changes in price will affect their revenue. It can also be used to predict how changes in consumer demand will affect the market for a particular good or service. Market equilibrium and efficiency. Efficient allocation of resource. A market in equilibrium is considered efficient because it allocates resources to their highest valued uses. This means that consumers are able to buy the goods and services they want at the lowest possible prices, and producers are able to sell their goods and services that at the highest possible prices. Market signals. Market prices act as signals to both producer and consumer. When price rise, it signals that demand is high and producer sold increases output. When prices fall, it signals that demand is low and producer sold decreases output. Consumer and producer supply. At equilibrium, there is consumer supplies and a producer supplies. Consumer supplies is the difference between what consumers are. This government intervention in the market. Macroeconomic concept, GDP, inflation, and unemployment. Gross domestic product or GDP. GDP is the total market value of all final goods and service products in a country in a given period. It's a measure of the size of the economy and is often used as an indicator of economic growth. Inflation. Inflation is a sustained increase in the general price of goods and services. It can be caused by a variety of factors, including increases in the money supply stock, and demand pull inflation. Unemployment. Unemployment is the state of being out of work and actively looking for a job. The unemployment rate is the percentage of the labor force that is unemployed. Fiscal and monetary policy. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy refers to the use of government spending and tax to influence the economy. Government can increase spending to stimulate the economy or raise taxes to slow down economy. Monetary policy. Monetary policy refers to the action taken by a central bank to influence the money supply and credit condition. Central bank can lower interest rates, encourage borrowing and spending, or raise interest rates to discourage borrowing and spending. Goals of economic policy. The primary goals of both fiscal and monetary policy are to promote economic growth, control inflation, and reduce unemployment. Applying economic principles in real-world scenarios. Economic principles can be applied to a wide range of real-world scenarios, from individual decision-making to global policy issues. Understanding these principles can help us make better decisions, understand the world around us, and create positive changes. For example, economic principles can be used to analyze the impact of government policies, such as tax subsidies and regulation. They can also be used to understand the causes and consequences of economic events, such as recessions, booms, and inflation. That's enough for me. I hope you can understand the material I can feed. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.